Hi, my name is Oleg, and today we're going to talk about VaporFi, which is another node project on the Avalanche network. And I personally like this one, that's why I picked it. And there are several reasons why I like it, and I'm going to go over it as I describe the project and what it's all about. So let's just go ahead and start. So if we look at the vapornodes.finance, that's the website. If we look at their page, this is a community-driven DeFi protocol, a truly decentralized protocol, earn investors passive income. As I've already mentioned, this protocol is an Avalanche network. So, and one of the reasons that they're on the Avalanche network, as they describe themselves, is because it's lower fees and higher transaction speeds than, let's say, Ethereum. And there are several reasons why I like this project, and the first one is trust that I have in the project, and that one is because the co-founders of this project are not anonymous and everybody knows their names, Doman, Jose. They are also doxxed, and that's one of the main reasons, considering that there is been so many scams and so many rug pulls in the crypto space. And that's one of the things that I look at when I put my money into something, that the owners, or I should say the co-founders or founders, are actually doxxed. That is very important for me when I invest my money. Another reason that I like this project a lot is because it's beginner investor friendly, and the reason I say that is because there is no different node tiers like on the other node projects. Instead, there is just a minimum, and that minimum is very little. So if we look over here, the minimum amount needed to create a node is 1000 VPND tokens, and one VPND token currently, let me refresh, is trading at just 0.019 cents. So meaning that if you're setting up the minimum amount, if you're setting up a node with the minimum amount of 1000 VPND tokens, it's going to cost you around $20 to set up a node, which is very minimal. And if you're a beginner investor and you don't have a lot of capital, and let's say you have only $500 worth of capital to invest, and you don't want to put all your money into one project, because let's say some of the node projects, they cost thousands of dollars to set up one node, and you might not even have $1,000. And even if you do, you don't want to put all your money in one basket. You want to diversify. So this is very beginner friendly, and you can set up a node for just around $20 right now at the current price, and you can diversify elsewhere if you want to. So let's just talk about how it works. It works the same way as many other node projects, where you have to basically set up a node. You buy the VPND token, which is the native token to the VaporFi system. So you buy that token and you purchase a node with it, and basically that money is gone. And after that, you generate passive income in the form of rewards, and we're going to talk about it in a bit. So yield will be farmed and redistributed in equal proportion to your nodes relative to how much VPND is within them. So fixed rates are not guaranteed, obviously. It's going to depend on how the market is doing and the health condition of the protocol. For each node, you will receive daily rewards in the form of VPND tokens, which are the native tokens to this protocol. The minimum amount, as I've already mentioned, needed to create a node is 1000 VPND, and at the current price, it's around $20 basically. And there's a maximum of 5 nodes per wallet. So where the rewards are coming from? So they've pre-minted 1 billion VPND tokens in the Genesis, and that is the total supply that will ever exist. And 875 million VPND tokens went to the reward pool, and 125 million of VPND tokens went to provide liquidity at the launch price of 0.0001 cent. So this 875 million VPND tokens are the runway for the project, and they'll be used to pay out the rewards while the project stabilizes. So if you hold a node, since this is more acting like a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, when you own a node, you have basically governance votes. And what these votes allow you to do is you can vote on the investment proposals. So if we look at the latest snapshot, we can see that the latest proposal was to invest into Render token and all the node holders, all of these wallets voted whether to invest or not, and most of them, as you can see, 88.19% voted yes. And that's how you would participate in voting and governance when you hold at least one node. All yields obtained from the treasury funds will be used to buy back VPND tokens and deposit them to the reward pool. And most of the nodes project, they eventually die out. They sustain for a while, but then if there is no other innovation that's done to the project, it eventually will die out. So another reason why I like this project is the fact that they're working on a lot of stuff outside this node system that's working right now for them, but they want to bring more stuff into the system and kind of feed back to it. And one of the ways they're working on it is that they're actually working on the actual blockchain, which is going to be an Avalanche subnet. And that blockchain is going to have projects that are going to be launched on it. And basically that will create demand for, that should create the demand for the VPND token if you have projects running on that network. And it will also be generating revenue every time you're going to use that network to perform any kind of transactions. So I think that's a great idea for them to kind of diversify and make it not just about the node project, but go out of their way and find ways to bring more capital into this system. And that's why I am really bullish on this. But again, none of this information in this video is financial advice. It's just for entertainment and mainly educational purposes, so you know what's going on with this project and you're aware of it. And what else is in the works for them is Vapor launch. So basically they, as I've mentioned, after they built the subnet, which is I think based on the tweets, we can see that it's gonna come out pretty soon, and what they're building is they're building this blockchain, and this blockchain is going to be all about trust. Every project that wants to launch on that Vapir chain, they're going to have to be doxed and KYC'd, and that's basically their main reason for creating it, because their main reason is to build a community of trust, and where you can go and invest your money without worrying being scammed or being a rug pull where creators are anonymous and nobody knows who they are and what they're doing and what their intentions are. And I think that's a really great way for them to differentiate themselves. So they're not just focused on the node, they're looking elsewhere, and they're trying to diversify this whole system and to build it into kind of an ecosystem. And that's what I like about this project. So like any node project, after you set up your node, you're getting paid rewards. So you basically lose all that initial investment, but after that, you're getting paid rewards every day. And currently, VaporFi node generates a base reward of 1% daily, distributed every minute. And as I mentioned earlier, this project is very beginner investor friendly, and you can start out with as little as almost $20 at the moment. There's also extra incentives for smaller investors to invest in the project and help them grow faster, and that one is the reward system that they have. So this reward system is called Diamond Hands bonus. So if your node is up to 50,000 VPND tokens, there are 4 tiers of Diamond Hands bonuses. So the first one is tier 0, when there is no boost for the first 20 days. The second one is tier 1. After 20 days, you get a 1.05 multiplier boost on your rewards if you don't claim your rewards. The second one tier is after 30 days of not claiming the rewards, you'll get a 1.1 boost. And tier 3, after 40 days, you will get 1.3 boost. So if your node is between 50,000 VPND tokens and just under 500,000 VPND tokens, you're going to get 3 tiers. So the tier number 3 is going to be gone, but instead you're going to have tier 0, 1, and 2. And they're the same way. So if you have if you didn't claim your rewards for 20 days, you get no bonus. After 20 days, you get 1.05 boost, and after 30 days, you get 1.10 boost. And this got revised recently, so they used to have a different tier and different boost amount. This is just the recent paper that they issued. Reward and tax proposal just last month in March of 2022. And that's what we're looking at. It already got updated. So the largest nodes of 500,000 plus VPND tokens, they get no bonus for the first 20 days, and after 20 days, if they don't claim the rewards, they get 1.05 boost. There are a few things to take into consideration when you are depositing or merging your nodes. You can add more VPND tokens into your node, and you can also merge two nodes together. So when you deposit additional VPND tokens from your wallet onto a node, this will not impact or reset your diamond hands status. So if you if you have 1,000 VPND token node and you decide to add extra 1,000 VPND tokens, but you've been accumulating all these rewards, this will not affect it, and you can still get the boost depending on the tier that you have currently. But if you have any available rewards, they will be lost. So before you deposit, it's advised either to compound or to claim these rewards. Otherwise, they're going to be gone. And then the next one is the merging. So you can merge two nodes together. This will reset your diamond hand status back to 0. So if you have some rewards, and again, all the rewards will be lost as well. The same way if you deposit more. If you need to merge two nodes, or if you need to deposit, the first thing that you should probably do is you should either claim them or compound them. And when you merge, this will reset your diamond hand status back to 0. So let's say it's been 40 days and your diamond hand status is tier 3. And let's say that you decided to deposit more VPND tokens into your node. First thing that you're going to do is probably claim a compound, and after that you're going to have basically 0 rewards, right? But every reward that you're going to get now is going to get boosted by 1.03. It's not going to get reset, and every new reward is going to get boosted by 1.03. And to better understand how this works, let me take you to their white paper. And there are some examples there that I wanted to show you. So let's say scenario number 1. Imagine that you have just created a 10,000 VPND node, earning a base 1% ROI in rewards. If you don't claim a compound for the first 20 days, your node will approach 2,000 in reward tokens. And at the completion of day 20, the 2,000 VPND will all be retroactively boosted to reflect 1.05% ROI, instantly increasing the node rewards to 2,100. So if you were to claim the rewards, your status is lost and set to 0. If you continue to compound, well, this diamond hand tier will continue to be earned at the boosted 1.05% daily APR. So second scenario, imagine that you started a 10,000 VPND token node and you reach diamond hand tier 3 after 40 days of no claims. All available rewards accumulated to date will be boosted retroactively from 1.10% to the highest 1.30% daily APR rate. And I think in this example, if they wanted to use 10,000 and tier 3, they probably made a mistake, because it should have been 4,000 reward tokens. Let's just take an example as if we have 2,500 tokens. So we have 2,500 tokens, and after 30 days, you will get 1.10, right? So your 2,500 tokens is basically gonna be 2,500 multiplied by 1.1, and that's gonna be 2,750. As your node completes day 40, upon progression to Diamond Hands Tier 3, this 2,750 will be instantly boosted to 3,250. So we're taking, So we're taking 2,500 at 1% base ROI plus 750. And 750 is because we multiplied this by by 1.3. So 2500 by 1.3 is going to give you 750, and this 750 added to 2500 is giving you 3250. And then scenario number 3. Imagine that you have a node that just earned Diamond Hand Tier 3 and you can continue to compound rewards at 1.30% daily APR until it has grown to 4950. If you compound 500 additional tokens, growing the node beyond 50,000, your node will fall back to Tier 2 because now your node size is greater than 50,000 VPND tokens. So all your rewards will be retroactively reduced to reflect the Tier 2 1.10% daily APR. And this is something that you have to be aware of when you are approaching all these tier limits. There are basically 2 ways to redeem your rewards. You can either compound it, meaning that you add back onto your node that grows your node bigger, and now you're getting higher 1%. Your 1% daily is going to get you more VPND tokens than your previous size of the node, right? So there are 2 ways. You can either compound or you can claim your rewards. You can claim them and sell them, swap them for other tokens, or do whatever you want with them, or you can compound and add on more to your node. And even in this aspect, the VaporFi is really beginner investor friendly, especially if you have lower capital, and they have multiple compound bonuses that can be added on top of the Diamond Hands bonus. So let's say that your node size is 1,000 to under 5,000 VPND tokens, then your compound bonus is going to give you extra 20% onto your rewards. So if you have the node size between 5,000 and under 10,000, you get 10%, 10,000 to under 20,000, you get 5%, and if you have over 20,000 and over, then your compound bonus is 0. You don't have a compound bonus. So every time you compound or claim, and here's I'm going to show you, you can either compound or you can claim, right? Every time you do compound or claim, you're going to be paying taxes. And the compound tax is smaller than the claim tax, and they also recently made some changes that I'm going to show you in the in this rewards and tax proposal from March. So for the compound tax, every time you compound, if your node size is less than 5,000 VPND, then you get 5% tax, and that 5% tax is distributed the following way. 2% is burned and 3% goes back to the reward pool to pay out the rewards. Then 5,000 to under 50,000, you get 7% tax, 2% burn, 5% goes to reward pool. 50,000 under between 50,000 and under 500,000 VPND, you get 9% tax, where 2% is burned and 7% goes to the rewards pool. And if you have more than 500,000 VPND or more, then you get 12% tax, 2% burn, and 10% goes to the reward. Let me give you some examples from the compound so you can understand better how that works. So let's say scenario number 1, you have $1,000 VPND node, right? So this is the less than 5,000 VPND, meaning that you're gonna get 20% compound bonus on your rewards, and you're gonna get taxed at 5%, right? So if you decide, let's say that you've created a 1,000 VPND node, and 5 days later you decide to compound your 50 VPND in rewards at 1% daily. No Diamond Hands bonus activated because you need at least 20 days to have a tier 1, right? So you only held it for 5 days. So your compound bonus, you're still going to get compound bonus, and that's going to be 20%. So your 50 is now multiplied by 1.2, so you're getting 60 VPND. And after that, this 60 VPND is getting taxed at 5%. So you're basically going to be left with 57 VPND that is being compounded onto your node. Second scenario, you have 1,000 VPND node, and 30 days later you decide to compound your accumulated rewards. So 30 days later we get Diamond Hands tier 2, which is a boost of 1.10, and we're also we're also getting our compound bonus of 20% because our node size is less than is under 5,000. So this will just have achieved Diamond Hands bonus tier 2, 110. So the displayed reward is 330 VPND. And then the compound bonus of 20% is applied, dynamically boosting your rewards from 1.10 to 1.32. So it's basically 110 multiplied by 120. You get 132, and it's going to be 330 tokens increased to 396 VPND tokens. And the amount that's going to be added after the 5% tax is going to be 376.2. So there is some calculation that needs to be done, but if you go through the scenarios, you'll understand how it works. And now let's go over the third scenario. Let's say that you own an $18,000 VPND node that has just surpassed 40 days of no claims, so it just achieved Diamond Hand Tier 3. Its base reward is 1%, would be 7,200 VPND, and with the Diamond Hand Tier 3 bonus of 0.30%, the rewards is going to be 9,360. The compound bonus of 0.05% is applied dynamically, boosting your rewards from 1.30 ROI to 1.30 by 105, 1,365. So 9,360 tokens is going to be 9,828. And after the 7% tax, so we get the 0.05 compound because we have 18,000 VPND node, meaning that we fall in this category, so it's a 5% boost. And we also fall into this category of compound tax, which is 7% tax. So we're subtracting 7%, and we're left with 9,140.04 VPND. And that is regarding the compound. But if you want to claim, the taxes are a little bit different, so you're going to pay a little bit more tax when you claim. And with the recent proposal, what they proposed, because if we look at the chart, the value of the VPND token has been going down, and I think that was what caused this proposal, is so they can reduce the selling pressure from this token. There is a change that's been made that might not be very convenient for some investors, but it might be good for the protocol. So I have no problem with that. And that change is so the claim tax now. So the current mechanism is currently the claim tax is 10% and is paid entirely in VPND. So you pay that claim tax in VPND. So let's say you get 2,000 VPND in rewards. You pay and your node size is less than 5,000, right? You would be paying 10% tax. And so that's 200, all right? Those 200 you would pay entirely in VPND. But now this is, and the mechanism is 1% is burned and 9% is sent to back to the treasury, to the rewards pool. So now with the new mechanism, 1% will continue to be burned, except for the nodes over 500,000 VPND tokens, which will be increased to 2%. That's going to be burned. And the remainder of the claim tax will be paid by an equivalent value of AVAX from your wallet. The value of what you pay is the same, you just will be paying this tax in an alternative token. So what that means is now, every time you claim your Vapor node rewards, you would have to have AVAX in your wallet, because this is how they're gonna use. This is what they're gonna use to pay the claim tax. So this might not be very convenient, but it might help the protocol and reduce the selling pressure and have the price of these token go up, and you're gonna be left with more VPND tokens. And if the value goes up, it's actually going to be beneficial for you as an investor. And if we look at this example, as I mentioned earlier, let's say that we have 2,000 VPND tokens worth of rewards. So 1% is going to be burned, and 1% of 2,000 is 20 VPND, and this is the current state. So 180, which is the 9%, is going to be sent to the treasury pool. This is the current state. And the gas you still pay in AVAX because you're an Avalanche network, and so you end up with $1,800 left in rewards. But what is now going to happen is that 20 VPND tokens are burned because you're still paying 1% in the VPND tokens, and 9% is going to be paid in AVAX. So you're going to be paid equivalent value of 180 VPND at the time in AVAX. So the gas fees is still paid in AVAX, and that means that you're going to be left with 1,980 in VPND. So instead of 1,800, you're left with 1,980. And your 9% tax is paid in AVAX. And there are also different tiers. If you're between 5,000 and under 50,000 VPND tokens, you're going to pay 11% tax, with 10% paid in AVAX and 1% burn. If you're between 50,000 and under 500,000 VPND, you're going to pay 12% tax, with 11% paid in AVAX and 1% burn. And if you're greater than 500,000 or greater, then you're going to pay 13% tax, with 11% paid in AVAX and 2% burn. And just a few things to, again, keep in mind. So if you're depositing or if you're merging the nodes. So if you're depositing, it will not reset your diamond hands bonus. You're going to keep earning that extra boost. But if you merge them, this will reset. And this is basically the only difference. Because if you deposit, your rewards will be lost. Or if you're depositing or merging, your rewards will be lost. So you should always either claim them or compound them before you merge or deposit more VPND tokens onto your node. And you should be watching out for the diamond hands level dropping if you pass certain tier in your node size. So that's what you should be watching out for and be aware of. And to remember, when you redeem rewards, when you compound the rewards, that does not reset your diamond hands bonus. When you claim the rewards, it will reset your diamond hands bonus. And that was it for this video. I hope this was helpful and you got a good understanding of what VaporFi is all about. And in the next video, I'm going to just go over some of the strategies that you can use to invest in Vapor nodes. I'm going to be talking about like what we would do with the different capital that you have, type of wallets that you have. I'm going to take you through the process of buying AVAX, sending that AVAX to your non-custodial wallet, such as, let's say, MetaMask, swapping it for VPND tokens, and then using those VPND tokens to set up your VaporFi nodes. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned for the next one. And hope you enjoyed this one. And if it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up to help YouTube algorithm. And subscribe for more if you want to see more stuff like that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.